Hello, today we are learning to use arrays to show multiplication sentences. So you guys have been absolute superstars and have been multiplying like mad, and today we're going to introduce arrays. Now arrays are special pictures that help us with multiplying. I'm just going to show you how to do that today. So first things first, um, let's think about a task, and we've got a special assembly at school and your parents are coming to see it, so we need to arrange all of these chairs into rows. Okay, so let's pretend that these yellow counters are chairs and we need to arrange them into rows. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I guess one way that we could do it is we could just put them all in a row, one row together. Just like this, okay? And if you think about it, we've used them all in one row, so that's fine. So we have one row of 10, or one set of 10. So we could write that as 1 times 10. Now, you're probably thinking, well, obviously, this is what's called an array. So an array is a picture of a multiplying sentence, okay? So this picture shows us one row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it shows us 1 times 10 across. Okay? What else could we do? We could have 10 rows of 1, couldn't we? So if I highlight all these, and I'm just going to rotate them. So now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 separate rows, and there's 1 in each row. So now I have 10 times 1. And then this array shows us 10 down the way and 1 across. Okay. How else could we organize your parents? Maybe we could, oops, didn't want to move that. Rotate them back. And let's think, maybe I want rows of 4. So I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4. Pop them here. Now, you might notice that we have a bit of a problem. I can't have rows of 4 and make an array because I have 2 left over. In an array, there needs to be, all the rows need to have the same number in them. So I have a 4 and a 4, but I've got these 2 left over, so I can't, this isn't an array. That's not going to work. But I could put this one here and this one here. And so now I have 2 rows of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 sets of 5, and I could write that out, 2 times 5, which is good. And then just like I did the last time, I can flip it, and then all of a sudden I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of 2 chairs each. So I could do a 5 times 2. All right, now we tried rows of 4 and that didn't work. What if we tried rows of 3? So if I just take one of these and I pop it here, and I'll pop this one here, and I'll pop this one here. Oh, no, that doesn't work either. I've got 1 left over. Okay, so I can't use 4s. Let's try 6s. So if I, oh, that's too many. So if I just move these ones up the top, then I'll have 6 across. Oh, a 6 and a 4, that doesn't work. A 7 and a 3 doesn't work. An 8 and a 2 doesn't work. Okay, so the only options I have are to put 1 row of 10, 10 rows of 1, 2 rows of 5, or 5 rows of 2. Okay, so the array is just the picture that shows us a multiplying sentence. So I'll write that in here. A picture that shows us a multiplying sentence. Okay. Alright, this time I have 12 counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I've got 12 counters all together. And what I'm going to try to do is to try again to make an array with 12 separate counters. So just like we did last time, we could start by putting them all in one nice row. So I can have one row of 12, which is definitely the easiest one to do. And this works with any number. You can just make one row of however many counters you have. So I'll have one row of 12 counters, so 1 times 12. And then just like we did last time, we can just flip it on its head, rotate it around, and now we've got 12 rows of 1 counter each. So 12 times 1. All right. Now, if we want to try a different way, let's try if we can do 2 rows. So let's see if we can do 2 rows of, move 5 of them. Oh, I've moved 6 of them. There we go. So that works. So I have 2 equal rows. So I have 2 rows of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you guys know that 2 times 6 equals 12, so that makes sense. All right, and then we could try rows of 3 different rows. So if I move a couple counters down here to try to make 3 rows, oh, that works too. So I could have 3 rows of 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 times 4. We could try 4 rows. I'll just move another one down here. Oh, ooh, what a lovely number 12, isn't it? So we have, this time we have 4 rows of 3, so 4 times 3. We can try 5 rows, so if I pop another one down here, 5. Ooh, okay, so this isn't going to work. I've got 2 left over, so I've got 5 rows of 2, but I've got 2 left over, so 5 isn't going to work. We could try 6 rows though, if I just pop these 2 underneath. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of 2, so that works. 6 times 2. I could try 7 rows. No, that's not going to work. 8 rows isn't going to work either. 9 rows, 10 rows, those aren't going to work. Okay, so well, I did find loads though. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Loads of different ways that I could put 12 counters into arrays, which is quite nice. Now, what we are going to do today is I'm going to give you a few numbers. So for example, if I give you the number 14, okay, and you have 14 counters, so we'll just swap this to a 14, okay, I'd like you to work out how many different arrays you could make with the number 14. So you could, if you don't have counters at home, you can use little bits of macaroni or beans or lentils or chickpeas or Lego men or whatever you've got lying around to build a picture. An array doesn't have to be with counters, it just means a picture to show us a multiplying sentence. Okay, so you're going to work out how many different arrays you can make with each number. I would start with 1 row. 1 row will always get you something. So 1 row and then try 2 rows, 3 rows, 4 rows, and see how you get on. Okay, good luck!